They generally rise at night, in the dark, when you are lonely. They haunt you, terrify you, and feed on your fear, and finally feed on your flesh.
Yes, you got it right. I'm talking about the mythical creatures, the ghosts. Hello there. I welcome you to the Weekday Fridays. From now onward, on the Fridays, I'll be here for you, telling you about these mythological entities, demons, ghosts, monsters, their folklore, from where they origin, why they were originated in the society, the psychology behind their creation, their influence on the society, and also their presence in the popular culture. So if you are phasmophobic, just be aware, but don't worry. Not every ghost are bad and evil. There are some who are benevolent too, and you probably want them on your side. I'll talk about them too. In the mythology of human culture, a ghost or a spirit is a dead person who interact with the living world. In stories, a ghost may whisper or groan, cause things to move or fall, mess with the electronics, even appear as a shadowy, blurry, or see-through figure. The English word ghost comes from the Old English geist, from the Proto-Germanic geistas. The prior Proto-Indo-European form was geist, meaning fury, anger, and rage. Also, from the Old English period, the word could denote a spirit of God, namely the Holy Ghost. But why did they were created? Were they always there? Are they still around us? For all this, the reason behind is the knowledge of life, death, and the belief in the existence of afterlife, as well as manifestation of the spirit of the dead is widespread, dating back to animism or ancestor worship in the pre-literate cultures. Certain religious practices, funeral rites, exorcism, and some practices of spiritualism and ritual magic are specially designed to rest the spirits of dead. Ghosts are generally described as the solitary, human-like essence, though stories of ghostly armies and ghosts of animal rather than humans have also been recounted. But many of them were created to make people aware about the dangers and evil nature of other humans around them, just to protect their community and society from the evil influence of others. Scientists view on this as a pseudoscience, cause lacking of the actual proof for their existence. Historically, certain toxic and psychoactive plants such as datura and hyoscyamus niger, whose use has long been associated with the necromancy and the underworld. Studies showed these plants have chemicals causing dementia, a neurodegenerative disease, while recent research indicates that the ghost sighting may be related to the other brain disease like Alzheimer. Sleep paralysis also play a key role here. This condition leaves someone feeling awake but paralyzed or frozen in the place. He can't move or speak or breathe deeply. He may also see, hear, or feel figures or creatures that aren't real there. This is called hallucination. It's so good that it sometimes finds meaning in meaningless things. This is known as pareidolia. You experience it whenever you stare at the clouds and see birds, dogs, faces, or even when you gaze at moon and see a face. All these factors influence us to believe in the things which don't exist. But still, after all this explanation, the mythological entities, the demonic creatures, their thoughts are still there in the different cultures, in the different religion. They still exist in our books, in our stories, on the screen, on the stage, everywhere. By religion, if we talk about Judaism and Christianity, Hebrew Bible contains several references to Og, Raphi, races of giants. Spirit of dead, ancestor of Sheol like Shats. In Islam, soul of dead dwell in the Barzakh, and while it is only barrier in the Quran, in Islamic tradition, the world, especially cemeteries, are perforated with several gateways to the other world. Ghost sightings are attributed to Salafi concept of jinn. In Buddhism, the belief of person rebirth into a hungry ghost, that is preta. They even celebrate the ghost festival as the expression of compassion. Hinduism, the Bhoot, a supernatural creature, usually the ghost of deceased person, Baital, an evil spirit who haunt cemeteries and take demonic possession of corpse, Pishach, a type of flesh-eating demon. Bengali culture also include varieties of ghost entities and black magic. You must have heard of some of the creatures like the Chinese hungry ghost, dragons, Magwai, Yang Liang, Yao Guai, the Japanese Obaki, Mujina, Shirayo, Godzilla, Ikiryo, Yurie, Indian Naleba, Putam, Pishach, Preth, Diana, European White Lady, Headless Horseman, Bloody Mary, Brown Lady, Spring Heel Jack, American Lady in Red, Diogen, Slenderman, Boogeyman, and others like Medusa, Wendigo, Loch Ness, Frankenstein, Mummy, Yeti, Siren, Zombie, La Llorona, Dracula, Vampire. So, the origin and stories of these demons, ghosts, monsters, and myths have shaped who we are today. The history of these mythological creatures is the history of human being.